Hello everyone. Today I have a recipe to use up this called starter. There are a lot in the fridge. Welcome to Saigon Cook Travel. I am Saigon Cook. So I use butter and olive oil to flavor my discard and a lot of herbs. This is fresh herbs. I have a recipe for you. If you want, you can click on the description box below. So I use fresh herbs and dry herbs and onion powder, garlic powder, chopped onions, and no salt seasoning. No salt seasoning has a lot of herbs like Italian herbs. So beside that, I will use kosher salt. So each dry herbs I use a half a teaspoon, and for the fresh herbs I use one sprig of rosemary, a few sprigs of oregano, few kaffir leaves, and like few tablespoons of Vietnamese coriander. You can believe that is the strange combination, but when you use them, they lend aroma and flavors very nicely. So I already measured the dry parts. Now I pick the fresh herbs. So I just use the leaves because the stem is a little tough. Now to further handling them, I chop them coarsely chops. If you like me, I bake bread weekly, and I use this card for my plants to water them, to feed them, but I still have a lot. Sometimes I collected a lot, and it's occupy my fridge space. So I try to use some recipes to use them up. To flavor my starter further, I use oil and butters. And that's it. When you collected all ingredients, it's just the matter of mixing now. You mix the starter thoroughly into oil and butter, and after that you put the herbs in. Remember to leave some for sprinkling when you bake, because right now the herbs will be distributed evenly in the dough, but later when you bake you put it on top so that your crackers looks nicer, because it has the specks of herbs on top. So that I put my salt in. Okay, I use the chopsticks. It works very well for me. You can see. When I do that, I stop and breathe. I preheat my oven at 325 degrees because we want the crackers to dry up and to be crunchy because they are very thin. So now I prepare the parchment paper. I find that the parchment paper works very well for me. I oil the spatula, the tool, the cutter if I need to. And the parchment paper, they are non-stick, but to go further, you can oil it or not. So that's it, and I dump the dough onto the parchment paper, and I use spatula to spread the dough thinly. You can make it thick or thin, but I think that better make it thin so that when you eat it, it don't get too hard. You can see I've spread very thin, and with the help of spatula it works very nicely. You take time to make it thin. I'm redone for the whole sheet. Now I will bring my cooking sheet and put the parchment paper with the dough on top, and we put in the oven to bake. I will bake at 325 degrees Fahrenheit at 10 minutes, and after that I bring out the oil and sprinkle the remaining herbs, and I score my crackers, and you will see. I'd like to take opportunity to say thank you for stopping by watching my video. If you're new to my channel, please like, share my videos and subscribe to my channel. This shows your support to me. Thank you. So you can see that my spread dough a little bigger. That why it have a little flex right now, but it's okay. I use a serrated knife, the wheels to cut to make it a little beautiful. But you can use a pizza knife or your knife if you don't have any of the wheels. If you want the exact size, you can use the ruler to guide you. But it is crackers for the house, so I try to be eyeball freehand. You can see the herbs was mixed inside, So after I score my dough, I will oil the dough the surface and sprinkle the reserved herbs that I left before. You make this step, your crackers will be very flavorful. When you bite into them, you will feel the herbs, the flavors immediately. Like I sprinkle some salt as well. Like many bakers, fancy restaurants, they always use a little salt on their products. So I do the same thing. Voila! I bake it 45 minutes at 325 degrees and it come out perfectly. So we done and enjoy. If you want to store them for longer, place them in airtight container and they will last for 7 days, 10 days. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Please come back to see my other videos. Bye bye for now. Bye and see you later.